Welcome to today's tutorial. So in today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to draft a double breasted blazer, that is an overlapping blazer. So if this is what you want to watch, please sit tight and watch to the end, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you get notified whenever we upload new videos. These are the basic measurements needed to draft a blazer. So we'll be starting from the back. So the first thing we are going to do is to mark 1 inch as our starting point. Then we connect the lines. We are drafting the back pattern of the blazer before we proceed to the front pattern of the blazer. So I'm going to use my ruler to mark out my lines properly, after which I'll proceed to marking the length of the blazer. So for the back, I'll be working with a length of 30 inches. That is the actual length of the blazer. So I'll mark my waist, and I'm using a waist of 17, but for the back is 16 inches. So my back waistline is 16 inches, while the full length is 30 inches. So I'll mark out all the points. Then I'll use my ruler to connect the lines. The reason why the back waistline is shorter than the front waistline is because I'll be controlling the back with 1 inch at the bust area. So I'm going to mark my neckline of 3 inches width and a depth of 1 inch. For the back, 3 by 1 inch for the neckline. So I'm marking the shoulder measurement of 8.5, that is 17 inches divided by 2. Then I'll come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. After the shoulder slope, I'll mark my armhole depth, which is 8 inches. So to get your armhole depth for circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5. So at that armhole depth, I will mark my shoulder line again, just to make sure that I have a straight line. Then I'll use my ruler and connect all my lines. The chest line, the waistline, the hip, and the full length. So next thing I'm going to do is I want to contour the back waistline by 0.5. The essence of contouring it by 0.5 is to avoid any bulginess that might occur. So after contouring it, I will use my ruler and connect to my hip point, after which I will connect it to close to my neckline for the back. So once I'm done, I'll go ahead to put my bust measurement divided by 4 plus 0.5 for ease allowance. So at the waistline, I'll be dividing my waist circumference by 4 plus 0.5 for ease allowance. Then I took out 0.5 to contour the back waistline. I will also be replacing the 0.5 I took out. Then the last allowance I'm adding is my dart allowance. Remember, I'll be taking out 1 inch at the waist for the back dart, but I'm not going to replace up to 1 inch. I'll just replace half of the 1 inch, which is 0.5. Then I'll mark my measurement. Then I'll proceed to the hip. Then I'll divide my hip circumference by 4 plus 1 inch for ease allowance. At the hip, I'll be adding up to 1 inch for ease allowance because I want it to be free. That is also the measurement I will take down there. So I'm going to use my ruler to connect all the lines, just the same way you're seeing me do it on the pattern paper. So once I'm done connecting the lines, I'm now going to put my dart. So I'll be starting from my new line, from the line I did my contouring, to impute my dart. So my bust span divided by 4 divided by 2, sorry, which is 4 inches. That is what I marked there. Then I used my ruler to rule out my lines. So from the hip line, I will come up by 3 inches, and from the starting point, I will take my bust point measurement, which is 11.5. So after doing that, I'll now go to my waistline. I'll now go to my, okay, sorry, before I do that, at my armhole, I'll get the midpoint of my armhole, which is 4 inches. So at the midpoint, I'll come in by 0.5 and then connect with my curve ruler. Just the same way you see me do. That is how you're going to connect yours using your curve ruler. So I'm done connecting my curves. The next thing I'm going to do now is to impute my dart intake. So I'll be using 1 inch for my dart intake. So divided by 2 is 0.5. So I'm going to share it on both sides. Then I'll use my ruler and connect to the lines I marked out, 3 inches before my hip line. Then take it up to my bust point measurement upwards. So after that, I will use the curved area of the ruler to connect from my armhole to meet my bust point, just to give me the armhole princess curve. So from the armhole to my bust point to get that armhole princess curve. So I'm going to extend at the armhole by 0.5 inch. Now the essence of extending by the armhole by 0.5 is to avoid any shortage while after joining. Then I'll connect it back to the armhole. So in case there is any shortage, it will help me to avoid it. It's better you have excess at the end of the day, you trim off the excesses than for you to have shortage at the end of joining. Okay, so once I'm done, I will extend the line to touch the hem of my dress. So for the front pattern, I've marked out 4 to 5 inches upwards, and towards the side I marked out 4 inches. So the 4 inches by the side is going to serve as my button allowance and my lapel allowance, while the 5 to 6 inches I marked upwards will serve as my collar allowance. So I'm going to mark the neckline. I'm using a neck width of 3 inches for the front and a neck depth of 3.5 inches for the front. So 3 inches by 3.5 inches. Now I'm going to mark my shoulder measurement, which is still 8.5, after which I will come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. After coming down by 1 inch, I'll mark my armhole depth, which is your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5, which is 8 inches mine. Then after, at that particular point, I will still mark my shoulder measurement divided by 4, divided by 2, just to ensure that I have a straight line. So I'm going to use my ruler to connect all my lines. So once I'm done connecting my lines, the next thing I'm going to do is to take the full length of the blazer. So I'll be working with bust point of 11.5, then half length of 17 inches, waist hip point of 26 inches, and a full length of 31 inches for the front. Remember, for the back length we worked with 30 inches, but for the front we're working with 35 inches because we'll be contouring the bust area by 1 inch. So once we contour the bust by 1 inch, we'll be having 30 inches left. So I'm going to label the lines from my chest line to my bust point, my half length, and my hip point, and then the full length. So the next measurement I'm going to put there is my nipple to nipple. So from my starting point, that is from the line I marked, I'll put my bust span of 4 inches. Then I'll use my ruler to connect from my bust point to my hip point. So after connecting, I'm going to use my find the middle point of my armhole. So the middle point of my armhole is 4 inches. So from that 4 inches, I'm going to come down by 1 inch. So at that point I came down by 1 inch, I'm going to mark inwards 0.75. 0.75. Remember, for the back we marked 0.5, but for the front we are marking 0.75. So I'm going to use my curve ruler to connect my lines. So I'm going to come up by 0.5 inches, then I will come down by 1 inch. So from my bust point I'll come down by 1 inch. Then at my hip line I'm going to go up by 3 inches. So I'm going to take my dart intake of 1 inch. I'm going to share it on both sides, 0.5 inch on both sides. After which I'm going to use my ruler and connect my lines. So you can do this gently to avoid any mistake. You connect your lines gently, just the way I'm connecting mine. So once I'm done connecting with the straight line, I'm going to turn it over to using the curve area to create my armhole princess curve. So I'll start putting my body measurements. So for my bust, I'll divide my bust by 4 plus 0.5 for ease allowance. So I'll mark it at my chest line. After which I'll proceed to my waist. Then I'll divide my waist by 4 plus 0.5 ease allowance plus 0.5 half of my dart intake. Then at the hip area, my hip divided by 4 plus 1 inch for ease allowance. I'm using 1 inch for ease allowance. I'll mark the same thing at my hemline. Then I'll use my ruler to connect my lines. I'll use my ruler to connect my lines just the way you're seeing me do. Then I'll connect it to the hem of the dress. So I'm practically done. It's just one thing left. I will extend my line to still touch the hem of the dress. That is my dart leg to touch the hem of the dress. Now the next thing I'm going to do on this pattern is to mark my breaking point. So the point I want to use for my breaking point is 2 inches above my waistline. That is where my breaking point will start from. So I will mark it out 2 inches above my waistline. Then I will use my ruler to rule out the line. So before that, I'm going to mark my lapel allowance. I'll be using 2 inches for my lapel allowance. So I want to be sure I'm on the right track. I will still mark the 3.5 inches I used as my neck depth. So my lapel extension is 2 inches. Then I will connect the lines to meet my breaking point. Remember that this is a double-breasted blazer, so I'll connect the lines to meet my hem line. So I'm going to put my bust dart. I forgot to do that, 1 inch that I'm going to use to contour my bust. So I'm going to mark my bust dart of 1 inch. Now the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to measure my back neckline just the way you're seeing me do. I want to measure my back neckline so that I can use it to mark the length of my collar, because the next thing we are working on now at the front is the collar. So whatever you have, just measure it in a curve area. Whatever you have, that's what you're going to use to work for your front collar. So from your shoulder point, you come in by 0.25 and then you connect it to meet your breaking point, which is 2 inches above my waistline. You can use any um length you want for your breaking point. You can use your underbust, you can use your waist half length for your breaking point. So from that particular point, I will measure 3.5. Now when I measured around my back neckline, I got 3.5 inches. So whatever it is that you have, measure it. So I'm going to add 0.5 inches because I don't want to run shortly. So I'm measuring 4 inches from my shoulder upwards, 4 inches, which is going to serve as my back collar. So at that point, I will come out by 0.25. Then I'll use my ruler and connect it to meet my shoulder point. So once I'm done, I'm going to draw a line. It's going to look like a slanted line, like it's pointing upwards, because at that particular line, I'm going to mark the height of the collar, how high I want the collar to be. So height ranging from 3.5 to 4 inches is an average height. but for the purpose of this pattern I'm drafting, I'll be working with collar height of 3.5 inches, and you can see I've already marked the height of 3.5 inches. So you can use 4 inches for yours, but to be on a safer side, do not exceed 4 inches. 3.5 inches to 4 inches is very, very okay. So we are going to work on our lapel area right now. So at my lapel, I'm going to come out by 1.5 inch. Then at that point, I will still go up by 1.5 inch, like in an angle 45 way, in a slanted way, like a triangular form. So I'll connect it from the 1.5 to meet my starting point, after which I'll use my ruler to connect it to meet the 4 inches I marked for the height of my collar. So once I'm done connecting, so you can see that the distance between our lapel and our collar is not that much. It's very, very okay. So if you feel like the lapel is not as wide as you want, you can go ahead to increase it, maybe make it 2.5 inches or 3 inches, but for me I use 2 inches here. So I'm going to label my collar, so I will know that that is my collar. So in cutting my collar, I'm going to cut out 2 pieces of that particular pattern. So looking at it, I felt like my lapel is not too close to my collar, that I want my lapel to come a bit closer to my collar. So I went up again for my lapel with 0.5 inches, just to bring it closer to my collar. That's all, nothing else. I don't want the difference between my lapel and my collar to be that much. So I went up by 0.5 again, just to bring them close to each other. And that is all for the blazer pattern. So our next tutorial will be on how to cut a two-piece sleeve, that is the blazer sleeve. So subscribe to this channel so you get notified when we post the new video, and drop a comment on your location so that I will send hugs to you. Thank you for watching, and bye.